Hey guys, if you're new here, so am I. Welcome. We're all new here. This is my second video that I've been brave enough to publish. Let's see, we're going to be making another tag for the Art by Marlene challenge. We're on day 25 and the color is Kissy. But I don't have that. I don't have any of her paints, to be honest. I just wanted to follow along because I can, and so I will. So we're going to use honeysuckle pink and then probably some white. But first, look, I got 2 eggs yesterday from the chickens. 2. Now, that's great, except there's actually 8 of them out there. So 6 of them are freeloaders. Yeah, that's pretty common. It's pretty common, but it's okay. They all get a part in. They get a part in here because that's just how it works. Even if they stop laying, they still just get to hang out and humor us with all of their chicken antics. Okay, so I'm going to just cover this whole thing in white. Doesn't have to be fancy. In fact, I'm just going to put it right on there. This is a little bit different than using gesso. In case you're familiar with gesso. Gesso is a little bit more gritty. It will leave a little bit of a texture or like a tooth on your paper. But this ends up being pretty smooth. Okay, loud noise for a second. I'm bringing out my power tool. Oh boy, turn it off before you set it down. It really dries quite quickly because it's such a thin layer. And really, it doesn't really matter if the colors blend a little bit because, hey, it's going to be in the background. So I picked out this stencil. It's like a big bunch of numbers. And I'm going to use my trusty makeup sponge. And you're going to say, oh, but that's got turquoise on it. Yeah, I'm just going to cut that bit off. And then I have a brand new one. And so I can keep using it until it gets like itty bitty. I'm going to stick this on here. And then we're going to use the pink. So now, when you're doing stencils, you don't want a ton of paint on whatever tool it is that you're using. Otherwise, it will not make like a very good stencil impression, if that makes sense. It'll get kind of gloppy in places, which maybe you're going for gloppy, and then that's fine. And even if it does gloppy and you're not going for gloppy, you'll make it work because that's what we do. We make it work. It's just, we're just in here having fun. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's supposed to get to 76 degrees outside today. So I'm excited about that. I think later today after the husband gets done putting up the rest of the fence pickets, we might go down by the river and take a walk. It's always nice to do that. Let's see if there's any boats on the mighty Columbia. There. Now, what do we think that's going to look like? Ooh, fancy. That's super fun. I already picked out some images to use this time, again, because it kind of speeds up the process. You guys don't have to see me flipping through the booklet, because sometimes I can be a little bit indecisive on what I want to use, and that's okay when I'm doing it on my own, but to just sit here and flip through is, I'm sure, not that entertaining. But also it's a challenge for me to choose things early, because I'm generally one that goes with like my feeling, what something is going to talk to me when I go through it. And if I already have them chosen, that's kind of doesn't work that way. So I'm thinking this little guy, flamingo with a crown, come on, and then several flowers, because like I've said before, can't go wrong with flowers. And also, like I've said before, lay all these out, and does it turn out the same way when you glue them down? Probably not. Oh, bother. Speaking of glue, I didn't use my pliers and get this darn pin out. Think I can get it? Come on. Oh, there it is. Laura said in the comments to use, what did you say, Laura? A knitting something to put on the top of this. I don't know what that is, but no, I don't have it. So I guess I won't be doing that. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that I have a photographic memory and start gluing. I have no idea. Do you think it was there? Right about there? I have no idea if this channel will be a huge success or not, but that's okay, because I enjoy art journaling and crafting, and so we're just going with it. Stace said that the light made my hands look like, I don't even remember what she said now, but it definitely wasn't a compliment. I can tell you that much. So before long, I bet you she sends me a light or something that is supposed to be better than what I have. I have such good friends, always looking out for me. Do we want leaves? This is a lot of pink. I mean, I realize that that's the color, but in case you guys didn't know, and you probably don't, I'm not a huge fan of pink. I don't really Like when I was younger, I think I probably liked it, but as a grown person, it's not my jam. So yeah, this is a bit. Do we want leaves? I think we do. Do you think we can get them in here? This, all right, well, there we go. This art glitter glue, it's very strong and it dries super fast. So be ready. Or be willing to commit, because once you put it down, you're it's kind of where it's going to be. Here? No, I already have glue on this. All right, I'm doing that. And I'll just glue this back down. Good. And then, what do we think about this gal? I think we should put her up there. That's kind of my thought. Isn't she cute? She's like a pretty moon with hearts. Oh, didn't get one. Oh, crooked? No. Let's put her like that. Okay, now I'm going to trim off the excess and then see what we're left with. There's sort of an unspoken rule that you should have one pair of scissors just for things that you've glued, because inevitably you're going to get glue on them. And then you don't want all of your scissors to be sticky. Yeah, that's good in theory, right? But do I remember that? Usually not. I usually will save a bunch of these, but when they're really small, I don't even know if you can see this. When they're really small, I don't always, because I'm not sure if I could actually use them. But I'll decide that later. Do we want another leaf in here? I think we do. Where do you think this flamingo's going? Or is she just, this is just how she looks every day? Because that's fine too. Okay. I think we need a little bit of black. Polka dots. I really do like polka dots. And in case you didn't know, and maybe this is just something that my brain likes to do, but I like to see things in odd numbers. So I almost always will do little batches of things in odd numbers. Sometimes it just happens because that's what my eye likes, and sometimes I'll actually like count out how many whatevers am I using right now. Okay, it's really hot in here. FYI, the Cranky Crafter is mid-menopause, so at any given time, I might whip this sweatshirt off, but not to worry, I'm fully clothed, still, underneath. Not that you were worried, but in case you were. All right, I like to add a little bit of color, pizzazz, to the embellishments. Like this little face, She needs freckles. I think I have a thing for freckles, you guys. It probably doesn't hurt that they're also polka dots. Okay, you can't tell me she doesn't look better like that. And then it's really just deciding what you want to add a little bit more punch to, for lack of a better word. Will they let me post that? Surely. Surely. It's in context. Oh, let's give her a little bit of red lip. Oh, look at you, fancy lady moon. And, whoa. Slow your roll, Marcy. Some green. She's very pretty. Okay. Flamingo lady. I'm saying it's a lady. It doesn't have to be a lady. Doesn't have to be. It could be a man. I'm fine with that too. I don't really like the polka dots. Let's see. These pins, I think they are always out to get me. So sometimes I just like get a little bit of the paint on my craft mat and then pick it up like I'm using a paintbrush, because it doesn't always seem to want to, you know, work just straight out of the pin. Could just be me. That wouldn't be surprising. I have light pink. Oh, let's do that one. These are also acrylic markers, but they're brush pens. Art by Marlene. I really enjoy them. I just recently got them. And I find them to be quite fun. And they have a lot of really good coverage, but they're not going to give you a fine point like one of these. This is a whole lot of pink. I'm not sure what my brain is thinking about this, quite honestly. It's like, alert, alert. I had to check to see if I was even recording. I thought maybe I didn't push the button, but I did, you guys. So, never fear. Okay. Oh. Let's put some white. Honestly, I think this is almost out. I use this all the time. All the time. Thank you all for watching. It's very fun to know that there's people out there that might actually be watching. Hopefully you think it's fun as well. These leaves might need some, well, we'll see. Yellow, maybe? Yeah, just stuck my hand in paint. Yep, just another day in the craft room. If I had my farmer pants on, I would just wipe it on there. But I don't, because I wasn't working outside this morning. Not yet, anyway. Let's see, black. Oh, that's a little bit thicker line than I wanted. It's fine. It's fine. How about we do a thinner one in the middle? And I didn't put, I'll put black in there. I was so excited, you guys. I saw that I got my first comment from a person that I didn't actually know. That's how you know when you've made it. So thank you to that commenter. Please continue to comment and like and subscribe and all those things that you're supposed to do on this channel, right? I think that's it. Maybe it's kind of like a tulip. Do you guys grow tulips? Not me. I'm not really, not a huge fan of the bulb plants. I don't know why. Just never have been. I do like a good perennial though, because if you're gonna make it here, you're gonna have to come back all by yourself. Can't expect me to be carrying you along. No. If you can't do it by yourself, then you're better off in someone else's garden. Are you guys gonna grow any produce this year? Yeah, me, I am. Well, at least that's what I hope. I have a gal a local gal that sells like vegetable starts and stuff. And I am gonna get some cool weather plants from her, like broccoli, probably some peas. Don't know what else. Guess I'll see what else she has. That's what I'll start with. We built these raised beds a couple years ago, so this will be like the first full season that we'll use them. We did use them last season, but we've learned just since then that we need to have them on their own water system. And not just me going out and watering, because clearly that's not reliable. That's an unreliable source. Can't really see that, can you? Like right here, I can see it, but I bet you guys can't really. Oh, there's some. I'm reading a book for my book club. I do actually have a book club. If I can figure it out, I'll put the link somewhere, wherever this video is going to be, and then if you want to check it out, you can. But we read a book every month, and this month, it's like a mystery, which is not my general go-to. I really need like somewhere in between these. And it's just getting, I'm just getting to like the part, you know, where all hell's getting ready to break loose and whoever's responsible is going to get in big trouble. At least that's what I think. We'll see if that's what happens. A little bit of a slow burn to this book, but that's all right. I usually prefer a little bit of a faster tempo, but it's always good to try something different. As long as it's not scary or it's got, like, you know, guts and stuff. Not doing that. Bethany, not doing that. You hear all those dots? It's kind of... Does that make you feel good, or is that actually like fingernails on a chalkboard? I don't mind it. But I also needle felt, and so like that repetitive poking, stabbing noise into the wool, I'm kind of used to it. My husband, on the other hand, not a big fan. So it's a good thing he's not in here right now, isn't it? All right, what else is that? Is that good, you think? I think we need to pick out a quote. Do we want a black one? Yeah, black. Black? Yeah, all right. I should have had the quote picked out already. Doing this one. Let's get our string box. Oh my goodness. Sorry if I bumped you. Here we go, string box. I think bright pink is what we're gonna do. So here, I don't know if, can you see that? Yeah, you can. So I put glue on the back of this, even though it's a sticker, because once you get all this paint and stuff on here, they don't always adhere very easily. And then I kind of just pick it up like that. And then we find out where we're going to put it. Here? Oh, come on. I think right here. And if it pops up, then just add a little bit more glue to the back. But usually it goes down pretty good. And we need some ribbon. These are sorry ribbon. I don't know if that's the actual term, but it's recycled sorry. Just like the string, except it's not obviously shredded up. I love it. Love it, love it. Then put this on there. Maybe. All right, okay. Did it. There we go. Do we like that one? Are we missing something? No? All right. There it is. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.